Hello, and welcome to this course on Unlock Your Peak Performance, harnessing Gallup's CliftonStrengths for maximum effectiveness. I'm Andrew Moschinski, and I'm here to guide you through understanding and applying your strengths to reach your full potential. Let me share why this topic matters to me. As someone who taught himself entrepreneurship and faced numerous obstacles from childhood, I can assure you that efficiency isn't innate, it's developed. My early years weren't easy. I grew up in a challenging family environment with few resources, often feeling misunderstood. My dyslexia and dysgraphia made traditional schooling difficult, and I frequently felt inferior to my classmates. However, these early difficulties became the driving force behind my later achievements. A pivotal moment in my life came when I discovered Gallup's CliftonStrengths. This tool helped me identify my natural talents and strengths, which was incredibly enlightening. For the first time, I clearly saw what I excelled at, and this self-knowledge gave me the foundation to build genuine self-confidence and efficiency. In fact, understanding my strengths was like finding the keys to a car I never knew I could operate. I didn't suddenly transform into someone else. I simply became more of who I already was. This realization allowed me to tackle my business ventures, relationships, and personal challenges with a newfound assurance. Let me share a personal testament to the power of understanding your strengths. Had it not been for this test, when I encountered it around 2005, my career trajectory would have been vastly different. It completely changed my thinking, and after I understood and invested in what was inside of me, I went to a whole different level of success. From 1993 to 2003, 10 years, I had a turnover of $10 million in my advertising company. But from 2005 to 2018, just 14 years, my turnover increased to $300 million across various companies I led. This included, from 2008 to 2014, I was a shareholder and board member of Innopa Investment Centaurus Lelit, preparing the largest real estate development project in the northeastern part of the country. From 2012 to 2017, I was a shareholder and board member of Capital Inwestors Polska, commercializing real estate for 3 developers, shopping malls, office buildings, residential estates, and hotels. From 2010 to 2019, I was a shareholder and chairman of the supervisory board of ship equipment factory Expom SA. This dramatic increase in success was directly tied to understanding and leveraging my strengths. CliftonStrengths is an instrument that assists people in recognizing their top talents, those innate abilities that, when properly utilized, can lead to significant personal growth, increased productivity, and improved outcomes in all areas of life. Unlike many other approaches that focus on improving weaknesses, CliftonStrengths takes a different stance. It proposes, let's identify where you naturally excel and build from there. For employees, knowing your strengths can be a game changer. It allows you to position yourself for promotions by showcasing your unique value to your organization. For those entering entrepreneurship or already on that path, Gallup can help you navigate fluctuations more effectively and hire people according to their strengths, building a more cohesive and productive team. For me, this was a refreshing perspective on personal development. Before taking the assessment, I was doing what most people do, trying to improve in areas where I felt weak. It's a common strategy, and sometimes it's necessary. But constantly focusing on what you're not good at can be draining and discouraging. CliftonStrengths, however, changed that narrative for me. It gave me the insight and permission to concentrate on my natural talents and stop worrying about the things that didn't align with who I am. One of the key aspects that impressed me was how incredibly practical this approach was, not only in my personal life, but also in business. It was like receiving a personalized map that showed me exactly how I could use my strengths to achieve better results. It wasn't about changing my identity, it was about enhancing who I already am. That's why I've structured this course around the principles of CliftonStrengths. Throughout our time together, you'll learn to recognize and harness your own strengths to elevate both your personal and professional life. It's not about fitting into someone else's expectations. It's about discovering the unique qualities that make you successful and amplifying them. Now let's examine the structure of the course and how it's designed to guide you through this discovery process. This course is divided into 5 lessons, each one building upon the previous to ensure a logical progression. Lesson 1. Introduction to CliftonStrengths. In the first lesson, we'll introduce you to the CliftonStrengths framework. I'll explain how the assessment functions, what it aims to uncover, and why focusing on strengths is so effective. This lesson will provide you with the foundation you need to understand why strengths-based development is different and why it's more effective than other personal growth approaches you may have tried previously. Lesson 2. Understanding your results. In this second lesson, we'll analyze the results you receive from CliftonStrengths. You'll learn how to interpret your top strengths and begin to see patterns in your behavior that align with your natural talents. One of the most crucial parts of this process is self-awareness, knowing what motivates you, what energizes you, and what roles or tasks allow you to perform at your best. You'll also learn how to avoid the common mistake of ignoring your strengths in favor of focusing on weaknesses. I'll guide you through how you can start applying these insights immediately in your daily life, whether you're an employee looking to advance in your career or an entrepreneur trying to grow your business. Lesson 3. Building your strengths-based action plan. Once you have a clear understanding of your strengths, the next step is to create an action plan that allows you to leverage those strengths consistently. In Lesson 3, we'll look at practical strategies for aligning your strengths with your goals. This is where the transformation happens, because once you start to focus your energy on what you do best, you'll find that things start to work in ways they haven't before. For instance, if one of your strengths is strategic thinking, we'll discuss how you can apply that in everyday decisions, whether it's planning a business strategy or organizing your work task for the day. This lesson is all about practical application, how to turn knowledge into action. Lesson 4. Overcoming challenges using your strengths. It's important to acknowledge that while focusing on strengths can be incredibly empowering, it doesn't mean you won't face difficulties. Lesson 4 is dedicated to understanding how to navigate those challenges by leaning into your strengths. We'll explore how knowing your strengths can help you deal with difficult situations, whether that's overcoming setbacks, handling tough conversations, or managing stress. Lesson 5. Sustaining your growth over time. In the final lesson, we'll look at how to maintain your progress. It's one thing to discover your strengths and start applying them, but the key to lasting success is consistency. In this lesson, we'll talk about building long-term habits that support your strengths-based growth. You'll learn how to keep refining and developing your strengths over time, ensuring that you're continually improving and growing in both your personal and professional life. By the end of this course, you'll have a clear understanding of what your strengths are, how to apply them effectively, and how to overcome challenges using your strengths. More importantly, you'll walk away with a sustainable action plan that you can carry with you long after this course is over. The beauty of CliftonStrengths is that it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. It's entirely tailored to you, your talents, your goals, and your aspirations. I'm excited to see how you'll take this knowledge and transform it into meaningful, lasting change in your life. Before we start, I want to emphasize the importance of taking the Gallup CliftonStrengths assessment. I highly recommend purchasing at least the basic version, which reveals your top 5 strengths. This investment is crucial for getting the most out of this course. Without knowing your specific strengths, you might find it challenging to fully engage with the material and apply the concepts we'll discuss. Understanding your unique strengths is the foundation of this course, and having your personal results will make your learning experience much more powerful and actionable. So, if you haven't already, I strongly encourage you to take the assessment before we dive deeper into the lessons. Let's begin this exciting journey of self-discovery and growth together. Are you ready to unlock your peak performance?